Let's bring in Nicole Parker, former FBI special agent, Fox News contributor. Nicole, here we are 2 weeks since this assassination attempt, which was an inch away from killing a former president and leading candidate. And the FBI is just now confirming that indeed it was a bullet. Help us figure out what they would be doing in the course of this investigation.
Well, first of all, I think it's absolutely obvious to all of us that it was a bullet. For Christopher Wray to say that in a congressional hearing is totally reprehensible, abhorrent, and disrespectful. It was almost as if he was diminishing, President Trump's injury. I mean, it was totally inappropriate. At this point, the FBI is working again to conduct the investigation into the assassination attempt. They are still working on determining the motive. That's going to take some time. This individual did not have a large social structure, and so they're really having to delve into anything that they can find. I personally believe that the STEAM online interactive gaming system is something that FBI profilers are looking into extensively, because that was kind of his community and where he socialized. Yeah.
Sorry, Nicole, he is such a strong guy. We watched him when he's hit by a bullet. He stands up with blood all over his face, and he holds his fist in the air and he says, "Fight, fight, fight." The crowd stood by him, and now he's announced that he is going to go back to Butler, PA for another rally. Not sure if it's at the same location. We think it might be, but he hasn't told us where. What do you make of that? What's your reaction?
My reaction is that President Trump is a warrior. That is an absolute warrior. That is a class act. He has compassion for the victims of this disgusting crime and assassination attempt on him. Yet another civilian was killed and 2 others seriously injured. This shows that President Trump genuinely cares. Okay, he could just go on about his life and say, you know what, I survived. I'm so grateful to God. No, he's taking the time to go back and honor and respect the fallen victim and to honor those that are fighting for their lives.
So I was interested that Christopher Wray, he wasn't even asked about it. He went out of his way to posit this conspiracy theory that Trump wasn't actually hit by a bullet. What is the what would be the motivation for doing that? And do you think it's kind of strange that the FBI still hasn't actually interviewed Donald Trump in their investigation?
Well, let me start with the latter part of your question. Every victim has the right to be interviewed to get a victim witness statement. And in this instance, President Trump absolutely is a victim of a violent crime, and frankly, the most reprehensible, an assassination attempt. Thankfully, he survived, but that is standard procedure that the FBI will conduct an interview. I personally do not know that it's necessary in this instance. We all know what happened to President Trump, and for a victim to have to relive that trauma is traumatizing. And he said at the RNC, at the Republican National Convention, he said, "I will tell you what happened and I will tell you once." And that's really, I think, enough for Americans to hear. If I was Trump, I personally probably wouldn't want to give a victim statement to the FBI. This is the same FBI that he has been a victim of their antics since 2015. Those, FBI agents raided his home at Mar-a-Lago. Do you think that he's going to feel comfortable having those agents come and interview him now as a victim when they've been, viciously attacking him for years? That's just my personal opinion. I am not the investigator on it. He has the right to give a statement if he would like. But in this instance, I'm not really certain that it's necessary.
Yeah, that's the problem. There's broken faith, and it's been 2 weeks, and we're getting very little answers. And from the very top, we're getting obfuscation, and that's why you got people wondering, well, what are they really doing, and what's their real motive? And that's a problem when they're supposed to be actually looking into these things. Nicole Parker, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Nicole.
Thank you.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.